What's up? Paul from Guitar World. I'm at IK Multimedia 2025 NAMM Anaheim. Look out. And today we're going to be talking a lot about TONEX. TONEX is like the best friend you never had. There's always around. You want to keep him by your side. I got the TONEX pedal at home for myself. There's the TONEX One, but now there's something new that everyone's talking about. TONEX Cab, right?
That's right.
Oh, and I'm with Chris O'Hara here. Oh my God. One of my best. This is the guy that brought me into the TONEX world.
Yes, we converted you.
He converted me.
Yes, we're really excited this year because we have a couple new products. And as Paul just mentioned, we have our TONEX Cab, which we just announced last week. What's really unique about this cab is we spent a couple of years in R&D really refining it. And one of our main goals with the TONEX Cab is to really give digital modelers and people that use things like obviously TONEX and other types of pedal platforms where they can get a really good cabinet sound on the stage. And so it's got built-in DSP. We have a 3-band EQ in the bass, metal, and treble. And we have our special feature, which is called the amp tone control. And our amp tone control is really unique to TONEX Cab because what it does is it does change, goes from a full range flat response style speaker cabinet to that more real cabinet sound, amp in the room tone. And what it's doing is it's controlling this 12-inch Celestion speaker and the custom 1-inch driver on there. And it kind of works some magic, blending and working together those two components to give you this really like a real cab frequency response and dispersion that you would expect from a real cab. And what's nice is it's continuous, so you can really dial it in, and it's great for when you're playing live and you need to blend nicely with the band and get that real feel of the cab. That feature does that really nicely.
Basically, you can tailor the feel coming out of the cab.
Exactly.
One thing that's great about this, it's light.
It's light. It's 28 pounds.
It's manageable.
Yes, exactly. It's the smallest 12-inch FRFR cab in the market. Yeah.
Look, here we go.
There you go. So there's our amp tone. We have 8 presets in there that you can save all these settings to. You can also load IRs into here. So if you have analog gear that you want to run into the cab, you can also do that. You have an aux in, so if you want to feed, let's say, backing tracks or a monitor mix through there, you can do that. You also have an output that can go pre or post. So if you want to send a really clean signal from your pedal board to the front of house, you go pre, and it bypasses all these settings here, so you can do that. It's also MIDI controlled, so you can switch between the presets on here. I didn't mention, but it is 350 watts RMS, 700 watts peak, and this thing will blow your head off. It ships with black, but you can buy one of the silver or gold. Each one of those MSRP is $49.99, but we're running a pre-order for $39 on the grill cloths. The cab right now for pre-order is $6.99. It's retail at $7.99. So we're super excited.
Obviously, there's another new addition to the TONEX family that you kind of put it out there just recently, is the Joe Satriani.
That's right. So last July, I think it was back in July, we released the Joe Satriani Amp Vault collection, and that collection featured 28 of his personal amplifiers that he tone captured at Sammy Hagar's studio, Red Rocker, up in Northern California, and we got 67 tone models out of it. So we wanted to do a nice limited edition, kind of a tribute to Joe and TONEX One. We have a nice chrome version of TONEX One that comes preloaded with 20 presets that Joe created for this. You also get the full collection. You get the full Amp Vault collection. And what's really great is that we, back in November, we updated TONEX firmware to include 7 new effects. So his presets include these new effects in there as well. So right out of the box, the Joe Satriani TONEX One Limited Edition, you get all that stuff. Plug in, plug and play, and you're good to go. And that one's a retail at $229 for that. One thing that we really encourage everybody is really try one of these cabs out. We really think it's going to really change your perception on what an FRFR cab is. We really took a lot of time to dial it in and make it really enjoyable for guitar players to play.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Chris. This is wonderful. As like I said, TONEX is out to rule the world, and they're doing a very good job at it. Check it out, TONEX Joe Satriani and the TONEX Cab. Add that to your rig.